Hi Biro,
Hey,
are you ready to do 73 questions with Jexo?
100%, let's do it.
Okay, let's start. So what do you do at Jexo?
Well, I'm a handyman. I just help people whenever they need me.
Handyman? I thought you were a CEO.
Well, same thing.
Same thing. Okay, for how long do you do the work in tech?
11 years now?
Wow, that's a long time. How old are you? 40? No, I'm joking.
Not really.
What was your first job in tech?
Well, I used to build WordPress themes and websites for small businesses.
Nice. Are we gonna go somewhere?
Yeah,
Awesome. Where are you gonna take us?
I'm gonna go grab a coffee.
Okay. When are you most inspired?
In the evenings, that's where I do all my creative work.
And what's your idea of a perfect workday?
Mornings, admin stuff, meetings, midday, and then in the evening, creative work.
So you like meetings, huh?
I don't mind them.
The first person I hear that. Well, what's your biggest weakness?
I like to talk.
That's a weakness. And what's your biggest strength?
I like to talk.
Okay. What's your proudest moment ever?
Well, I would say when we got the first investment round, just to have a semi-stranger put their hard-earned money into something that I created, it just helped validate what I do and the value that I bring, basically.
Oh,
So that was a very proud moment.
I remember that. That was very emotional as well. What's one thing people don't know about you?
That I'm pretty decent on a racetrack. So if tech and entrepreneurship fails, I think you'll see me being a race car driver for a living.
Really? What kind of cars do you like to drive?
GT cars.
GT. So it's not Formula One.
I like Formula One, but not to drive. They're too fast.
Okay. What's a cause that's most important to you?
I would say anything sustainability. I think anything that will help us not get ourselves extinct, basically.
Yeah, well, I think that should be everyone's goal, right?
Yeah.
What song can you listen on repeat?
I think Meek Mill and Snoop Dogg. There's a song from the movie Bright. I listen to that on repeat all the time when I'm training. It's my hype song.
And sweet or savory?
Oh, sweet, 100%.
And sweatpants or jeans?
Well,
It's a tricky one, huh?
yeah, I would say sweatpants, especially with the pandemic.
Right, but you have jeans on you now.
Yes, now, just for the camera.
What are the 3 things you can't live without?
I would say the gym, trash TV, and watching trash TV, and basically I would say learning about tech products. And the reason why I can't live with these 3 things is because they help me detach and unwind from the high intensity frequency of my work and day to day. So this helps me balance things. 'Cause if I wouldn't have these things to kind of detach from work, I would probably get burned out in a day.
That makes sense. Well, you have quite a busy days, right? How many meetings do you have a day?
Minimum 2, maximum 6. My top all-time record probably was 10.
Are these all meetings with your team or also outside?
I would say both, yes, pretty much both.
Okay, now quite quick question. So window or aisle seat?
Well, 100% window, because I want to know at all times if we're still up in the air or plunging to my death.
Okay, and standing desk or sitting?
I would say slouching.
Slouching?
Yes, I like to slouch on chairs.
Would you like to have a lay down chair? There's this like a bed chair.
Yes, probably, yeah.
Oh, that would be perfect, right? Okay, now longer question. What's the most adventurous thing you've done in your life?
Most adventurous thing, well, it has to be when I jumped out of an airplane, but not with a kind of like skydiving suit, but in my shorts and tank top. That that was interesting. I might share a picture or two.
And how would you define yourself in 3 words?
I would say passionate, goofy, and ADHD.
ADHD, I love that.
Yes.
Is ADHD a strength or a weakness?
Ooh, tough question. I'm not going to consider this one of the questions, and I would say probably both. Pretty much.
Yeah, I see it as a strength, honestly, but when I see yourself, you, I think it's definitely a strength. What's the latest Netflix series you watched?
I think that was Resident Evil.
Oh,
Yeah.
did you like that?
Yeah, I liked it. I enjoyed it.
Hold on. What's your current favorite app you use?
Goosely?
Really?
I'm big biased here, but I do like it.
Okay. What's inspiring you in life right now?
I would say the knowledge that that I can impact other people's life, especially professional wise.
And what's the best piece of advice you received?
The biggest advice, I would say,
One eternity later.
I would say to not try be someone else.
That's a good one. Well, now easier, yeah? How do you like to drink your coffee?
Black without sugar.
And Jira or Confluence?
Oh, Biro, 100%.
What's your biggest regret?
I don't think I have big regrets. I think I would maybe small annoyances of, oh, could have done that a bit different and so on. But I don't think I regret things, because everything that I've done so far, be it good or bad, got me where I am today and made me who I am, basically. So, yeah.
Yeah, makes sense. What's heavily played on your music playlist right now?
I would say the Midnight Band and anything that sounds retro and 80s.
Yeah, that's like all the time coming out from your room, so it doesn't surprise me. What's your guilty pleasure?
Ice cream.
What is the best ice cream?
Sorry?
What is the best ice cream?
Ooh, tough. I have a few favorites, but I don't know, maybe Magnum.
What blog do you read most often?
Motorcycle, going by. Blog, I would say, well, of course, Jexo's blog.
And what's the best part
Go a
of
bit
your
faster.
What's the best part of your job?
The best part of my job is basically seeing people succeed.
And what's your favorite holiday?
My favorite holiday, anything that involves a beach and palm trees.
Okay, now a little bit tougher one. Who is your hero? Do you have a hero?
Yes, it's you.
Me?
Yes.
What? That's nice. If you could switch life with one person for a day, who would it be?
Yeah, I think that would be Formula One driver Charles Leclerc,
Oh, why him?
because as I mentioned earlier, I love racing cars, and I think it would be really cool to have the opportunity to just be in a Formula One car and drive at least one race. So if I would say for one day, it would be on a Saturday race day, Formula One race day, in Charles Leclerc's skin.
Nice. What's one thing you've always wanted to try but you've been too scared to do?
I think scuba diving, and the reason why I get super panicked when I'm underwater, but in the same time, I don't know, I would love to explore the undersea and the sea life and things like that, so yeah.
No, that's not impossible to do. Let's do it. What's the one thing you wish you knew at the age of 19?
I think at the age of 19, I would have wanted to know that at 35, as in today, my definition of success is completely different than what I thought success meant when I was 19, basically. I don't know if that makes sense.
I think it does. Your perspective changes, right? What's in your pocket beside your wallet and a phone when you go out?
Doggy poo bags.
Okay, same as me, same as me. What do you have on your desk at work?
Either a coffee or an energy drink.
And a whole camera setup, isn't it?
Yes, and that's a bit not on the actual disc, it's just outside the disc, but yeah, fair enough.
What's something you cannot do?
Yeah, hopefully the noises around are not too distracting. I realize that we're recording this over traffic, intense traffic. What was the question?
What's something you cannot do?
Something I cannot do, I cannot play an instrument, and I would love to. I would have loved to be a musical type of person.
Where was the best vacation you've ever taken?
The best vacation?
Yes.
I think the best vacation was 16 days in Egypt. I'm gonna park the bike.
Okay.
16 days in Egypt, where I traveled from Cairo all the way down the Nile into the southern desert. I think that was my best ever holiday.
And what's the one city you always dreamt of traveling to?
New York, 100%, and it's odd that I've not been there until now.
You've never been to US?
No, I didn't.
Wow. What's something you always travel with?
Something I always travel with, probably my fancy electric toothbrush.
Oh yeah, you have a lot of toothbrush things. What's your favorite food?
My favorite food, it would be Romanian mici. Google it.
Oh, so delicious. You need to try it if
Let's
you've
go
never had
grab
it.
a coffee.
And the dessert?
Ice cream.
And the snack?
Probably popcorn.
What's...
Hello, can I get a black Americano, please?
Anything else, man?
That's it. You want a coffee?
Oat milk flat white, please.
Oat milk flat white.
Okay, let's go next one. What's a movie that made you cry?
Well, the thing about me is that I cry at a lot of movies. I'm a crybaby. But top of my head, maybe Arrival, a sci-fi.
See, that's one thing people don't know about you, that you like to cry when
cry like
watching
a baby.
movies. What's all-time favorite movie?
I would say Stay with Ewan McGregor, Ryan Gosling, and Emma Watts. Emma Watts. Naomi Watts, sorry.
What's the one talent you wish you had?
I said it earlier, I wish I could play an instrument and be a bit more musical.
Do you have
Because I love music.
some instrument in mind? Anything?
I think piano. I would have loved to play piano, yeah.
What's the biggest misconception people have about you?
That I know more things than I actually do. I'm not very wise. I think every single day for me is kind of a discovery day. I think I feel like I'm still learning a lot every single day. So I don't see myself as knowing a lot.
And what's your favorite exercise? That's easier, huh?
My favorite exercise, probably anything to do with chest. exercises. Whoop! I just bumped into this chest exercises. Yeah.
And what's your favorite brand?
My favorite brand, probably El Gato. I'm just paying attention to the coffee as well. Probably El Gato, and the reason why is because I really like their messaging and also their packaging of their products. And what they do is they have products for audio, video, and they present themselves as streaming setups, and they also kind of help normalize and make streaming, high-end streaming tech accessible.
And what's your favorite fast food order?
Baby back ribs. Okay, let me grab the coffees. Oh.
No?
Cheers.
Yay, coffee!
Yay. Okay, that's yours.
Thank you. Did you get your black Americano?
Yes, no sugar.
No sugar. Okay. So, what's the cutest thing on planet Earth?
Probably that would be my puppy-faced 3-year-old dog, Peanut.
And what's the best thing that happened this year?
I think I had a lot of professional wins, I would say. On a personal level, maybe getting my British citizenship. I think that was a pretty cool one after 11 years of being in UK. So yeah.
And what's the most stressful about being a founder? That's a tough one, isn't it?
Yeah, I would say the having to always be ahead of things, and yeah, just having to keep up the pace, a high intense pace, and being ahead of what's on the market. I think successful businesses, some people say a business is not a sprint, is a marathon. I don't 100% agree with that. I would say a business is a Ironman circuit. You have running, you have sprinting, you have crouching through the mud, you have swimming, it's all of it. So I think the most stressful thing is just staying on top of everything, be it your business, your financials, your product strategy, your competitors, everything.
Well, I really like how you said it with all the sports. That's actually true. What motivated you to start the video content for work?
For work, you're referring, right? So I've been kind of like interested in filmmaking and YouTube and so on for personal stuff, and it's actually a pretty silly answer. It's a silly story because I remember the catalyst was I bought a piece of software, a platform for streaming my personal gaming stuff, and I really wanted to put that to use for Jexo as well to justify the cost. So Nikki and I had a discussion, and probably in a walk with Peanut, we had a walk with Peanut, and we came up with the Monday Coffee show. So yeah, it wasn't something very inspirational. So it was something as silly as how can we use this piece of software for our business as well.
Yeah, it's like we paid for it, we need to use it, right?
Exactly.
Well, easier one, remote or office?
Hybrid.
Hybrid, okay. What's the perfect evening for you?
I would say on my living room couch with the computer on my laptop, doing tech research while watching some trash TV.
And what's the productivity hack that actually works and you could recommend?
I would say structuring your work based on how your brain it functions. And to explain that with an example, I am the I have the most analytical brain in the mornings. So I do everything that's admin, everything that's kind of like numbers and so on in the mornings.
What's one work habit you do and wish you would change?
Work habit I wish I would change. Let me grab something. It would probably be, I know what it is. So what I do is when I'm bored, when I need to work on things that are not very interesting for me, I always leave them last minute, and that is, that's something that I wish I could change, not just doing boring work last minute.
And what's the biggest turn off in people?
Well, I would say when people try to dominate a meeting, I think that's a big turn off for me, and basically not letting others speaking after others, and just I don't know, they're just trying to dominate through being a hippo, right?
Yeah,
That's the biggest turn off.
We don't like
say.
hippos, right?
Yeah.
Can I get my coffee?
Oh, yep. There you go.
Thank you. What's the biggest learning while growing a business?
The biggest learning while growing a business, you have to be a handyman, jack of all trades. I think that would be the biggest. If you're a founder, you can't really go through your business not knowing, being clueless about certain areas of your business. You have to at least have an understanding in order to be able to take decisions and form a team, be it marketing, be it customer support, be it technology, engineering, and so on. You have to have a bit of a understanding in order to be able to establish and structure a team and processes around that and help the team. If you don't know anything about the topic, it's less likely that you'll be effective at helping the team grow and be successful.
True. It's such a cliche saying jack of all trades, but being generalist is actually one of the best things you could do, right?
Yeah.
Well, probably already said that, but what's the top advice for early founders you have?
Top advice would be know your why first. Before anything, know your why. And that's applicable to absolutely everything. Whether you're getting investment, whether you're building a product, whether you're hiring people, know the why. Don't just do things because other companies or other founders are doing them.
And super easy one, what do you usually eat for breakfast?
Most of the time nothing, unless the protein shake that I have after gym is considered. I don't usually eat anything else.
So you basically do intermittent fasting?
Kind of, yeah. It's just
But not intentional?
Not intentionally.
Well, what's your favorite color?
Burgundy.
And what color of clothing you wear most?
Absolutely every color in the rainbow.
It's nothing
I
favorite.
like colors, yeah.
And what are 3 words to describe living in Brighton?
I would say hipster, colorful, and relaxing.
And do you like surprises?
I do like surprises, but don't tell me about a surprise, because I get so curious that I'm going to nag you until you tell me what the surprise is beforehand.
Oh yeah, I remember when I had that gaming chair packed in the room for a month as a present for Christmas, and you were talking about it for a month and a half.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. What's one thing you had to learn the hard way?
That people are complex.
And what's a trend you would like to see disappear forever? Please say TikTok. I'm joking.
No, not really. I would say these wisdom nuggets posts that a lot of thought leaders nowadays post on LinkedIn. You know, that's one thing that I would happily live without on my timeline.
Okay, now interesting one. What did you want to do with your life at the age of 12?
I wanted to be a movie director and do movies.
Oh, you almost do that, no? Is this considered a movie?
100%, yeah, sure. What not?
Where do you want to be in 10 years? Interview question.
In 10 years, I want to mentor early founders. I want to be able to invest and support early founders. I think that's one of the things that I really love, is sharing my experiences and seeing others succeed and progress, you know, knowing that I've had a contribution to that as well.
Well, we are almost in the end. The last question. What are you planning to do today?
Well, I'm gonna finish my coffee. Then I'm gonna go have a couple of calls at my home office. And hopefully in the evening I can have a beer with Nikki and celebrate that we recorded this.
Yay!
Yay!
Okay, see you later then. Thank you for 73 questions with Jexo.
See you later. Thank you. Bye.